Hey, welcome in. FG here. So today we have something just slightly different. I actually have ordered some items from another coin company, not eBay, that is a lot of sellers that are international sellers. So part of that is high shipping costs. So I kind of try to find a seller that has multiple coins that I'm looking for and put them all in my basket and then request combined shipping. And I had done that. I put 3 coins into a basket for a vendor that was out of Germany, and I didn't get to it right away. I came back to it later and looked at the basket and was like, oh yeah, let me take a look in here. Oh, my list, I still see all these, I still need them. And I went ahead and purchased it, and it got here. And I'm not going to show you the other 2 countries because we'll get to those in the future. But one of the countries is today's Nauru. So that was on its way and it got here. And a couple days later, one came in that was for Nauru from an eBay listing that I forgot that I had purchased, and I hadn't marked it off on my list. So when I went back to my other basket, I bought it also. So I reached out to the Kansas Kid who's doing this challenge as well, and Nauru is one of the countries he still needs. So he and I worked out a deal, and I'm going to open this one and actually show it briefly here. And then over the next couple days, we'll get to the other countries, and I'll get this one coin mailed off to him. But I thought I'd show opening the box here real quick. I'll take a look at that coin before it goes back in the envelope and off to Kansas Kid. If you haven't visited Kansas Kid's channel, go check out his videos. Let's see. Oh, so this is interesting. This one came with, I have to look at the what's in the envelopes. Those look like they're COAs that would come with the coins, potentially. At least 2 out of the 3. So I'll show our Nauru coin here. We have a $10, and this is actually Noah's Ark, and for it we paid €39, which ends up coming out to just about 43, just a bit over $43, I think it was, US. So for Nauru, that's actually a really good price. And this is kind of cool. Came in a wrapped in newspaper from Germany. So let's get into it here and check it out. I did check with Kansas Kid first, make sure he didn't mind if I showed it on my channel. Alright, let's get rid of this. And make sure which coin is which here. Okay, so this coin is going to be our coin from Nauru. So we'll put those other 2 coins aside and we'll cover those here coming up. I'll just take a quick look at this coin. I'm not going to bring up the Numista details or anything, but we can see this was a Noah's Ark, proof $10, Bank of Nauru from 1993. And I believe all of this that we're seeing here is on the capsule. Let's just make sure before we send it off to Kansas Kid. I don't want to sell something on to him that's not in good shape. Give me just a second. I'll get some gloves on since this is proof quality coin. Yeah, that's really nice condition there. Anyway. I thought that those were specks, but those are actually dots imprinted into the coin that are part of the proof. So yes, really nice coin. So we'll get that one off to Kansas Kid. And then we'll get our other one opened here. I've got it. I guess this is a liner that's actually attached inside here. So this one came from a Canadian seller. NumisCorner.com. Online auctions. This looks like my invoice here. It is. So this one I paid. And one of the reasons I offered the other coin to Kansas Kid was I got it at a better deal. It is almost a full ounce of sterling silver. This one's almost a full ounce of sterling silver. So right around $30 for $43. So we had about a $13 premium or so. This one I ended up paying $75.92 Canadian. It shows a euro conversion, but I actually paid in US dollars, so it ended up being right around 55 US dollars. So an additional $12 on top of what the other one costs. So a little bit more expensive. Doesn't come in a capsule, just in an envelope here, it feels like. Oh, it's in a flip. All right, there's the reveal. Oh. All right, here we go. So this is the one that's going to go into my book. It's got some fingerprints going on there. So 2010, the Noah's Ark was 1993. You see, even with the fingerprints, it's just somebody mishandling it. It's still a Unk quality coin. And here's the actual front of the coin. So this one's celebrating 80 years of transatlantic test flight. $10, just like the other one. The Dornier Docks. I thought that was pretty cool looking. This is almost, does this qualify as a boat? Give me a comment below if you think this qualifies as a boat. It is a seaplane, so it does land in the water. So there we go. Let's put up the Numista page here. So we can see it is also sterling silver like the other one, 28.28 grams. So it is a sizable coin. It's about the size of one of our silver dollars. Again, commemorating that 80 years of transatlantic test flight. 2 Dornier Docks flying boats. So you see the reverse. It actually says flying boats. I'm going to say that this might qualify for my ship collection. Let's scroll down, and this doesn't have any mintage numbers on this one. Given how few of them I see out there, I don't know that it's a very high mintage. I may try to dig around and see if I can throw something else up on here, like if I find it over on NGC or something. But you can see it's about $28 worth of silver. Again, I got it for about $55, which I think is an okay buy for a harder country like Nauru. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. We'll put the map up here, and we can see this is generally in that South Pacific Ocean area, and it's technically within the Micronesia sub-region of Oceania. So, addicted to minis. Does this actually count for Micronesia? No, because it's not one of the actual 3 countries in Micronesia. But it is in that area. We'll zoom in here so we can actually see where the tiny island is. And then we should see it fill in for us here. All right, so let's take a look where it's going to go in the book. Let's see, should be somewhere right around here. So here we have Myanmar, here we have Nepal. So it's going to be one of those 2 spots. Let me see where it falls. Okay, so we have Myanmar, and then we should have Namibia, and then Nauru, and then Nepal. So that's exactly correct. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in this flip for the moment. This is where it's going to be. right there, Dornier Docks for Nauru. All right, that is it for today. I hope everybody's had a good week. Hope you have a good Friday, and I am working on some more 3D prints. I've gotten several requests, so I'm working on getting the stuff printed out. I'll probably be back out in the shop doing more pouring on Sunday, but I'll be back Sunday morning with probably one of these other 2 coins. We'll go ahead and get those 2 coins out of the way, and then before we get back to the other bag. So, all right, thanks for spending some time on Friday morning here with me, and I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one.